Hey guys, it's Triple Layered here and welcome to Nimera Talk. Now, wow, we have so much to go over with this massive change that's happened within the project this week. So let's not delay anymore and let's get started. Now, if you haven't logged into the Exscudo Discord for a while and you're going back and you're looking, you might be a little bit confused to see all of this abundance of activity going on inside. That's because the Exscudo team last week released a massive change that they have been working on for months. A total rebranding of the entire product and ecosystem. Now, Exscudo themselves have now officially said that they will be renaming and rebranding to the name Nymera. Nymera is going to be there to represent this next chapter in the story of this project. A lot has happened in the last 3 years since it launched, but the entire direction is obviously taking a massive change, and a change that is bringing a lot of positive energy and outlook to what the project is. So if we go on to the actual press release, we're going to see here that they're talking about not only the reason why they've chosen a new logo and a new name, but the core values that the project will stand for now. So these new values are true ownership, accessibility and speed, and decentralization and community-driven experience. Now this really defines the core of what the project is: access to banking anywhere in the world with a variety of products tied to that. Very exciting. You'll see the Discord is exploding with excitement right now, and the markets are being affected very much by this too, and we'll go into that a little bit after. Now, I am so excited to show you guys this new website. Like, whoa, I have not been as excited with this project as I am right now. I can tell you that flat out honesty. And it's amazing that Andrew, when we were talking during the AMA, was able to keep this from me, because I'm sure he was biting his tongue on some of the questions. He did say something about having something up their sleeve, but wow, I did not expect a full rebrand of the project. But speaking of the AMA, let's dive over and give a quick look at that third question, and then we'll do the contest, and then we will dive over to the new Nymera site. So I have the paper in hand from the AMA. We want to give a quick look at what Andrew's being said and have a little bit of look into what it actually means for us. Now, the third question was talking about the Exscudo debit cards. Is this still in the works? We were talking about it 6 months ago. What's happening with the debit cards? So Andrew goes on to say, it's a short answer, so I'll just read it verbatim. The plans have not changed. We passed the last MasterCard test in August, and I hope that early year we'll be able to release these plans to users with the opportunity to buy goods and services in stores through channels. In general, there's a lot to say about how the financial institutions work within the new market. The market is a decentralized finance, and I really hope that after the launch of the main products, I will have the chance to share my opinion in detail on this. And I think maybe many people would be interested in what the banking sector is like from the inside. So I'm going to drop this paper down. So basically, the debit cards are in the works, but I think what's happening here is that they're not going to be, as the current setup is, having a physical card is not going to be the way forward for users as far as the best fees, the best access. Andrew wants to have a card, but he also needs it to have very low fees to be a competitive product. So we have to wait for that to be available. I do personally like the idea of using channels for just tap and pay and things like that. And I think that's kind of the way that the future is going. But some people in different countries that have different level of banking infrastructure might benefit from a physical card. So I think we will be hearing more about this in the future when those fees do go down. Now, before we announce this week's contest winner, I want to remind you guys that if you have won and I have posted you in here as the winner, I am waiting up to 24 hours to send that payment out. And that's just to add, like I was saying before, a little bit of surprise and get you guys into the episode and be surprised and not just waking up to seeing it in your channel's wallet. It's a little bit more fun that way. So with that being said, this week's $25 EON winner is above me, and I will be sending that to you soon within the next day or so. Just send me a message if you don't receive it on Discord. And wow, speaking quickly of EON, I do want to say to you guys, there's a big discussion happening in the Discord chat right now, and I really implore you to chime in or put your comment in the comment section below if you prefer, and I'll share it. Basically talking about what you think about the EON name. Should we change it with this rebranding? I personally think so, and I'm going to be trying to push the team to get that done. Now for the part that I've been looking forward to all week, guys, I am very excited to show you the new Nymera site and ecosystem. So let's dive over and check that out right now. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Look at Nymera. This is Nymera.io, the new main hub of the ecosystem of the old Exscudo project. And wow, this kind of purpley spacey theme really, really looks cool. Home of decentralized finance. It feels modern, it feels rich, it feels clean. I love it. So going down the page, it just talks about the products that they have. Nymera Swap, the Nymera Exchange. We have here the crypto acquiring, which is going to be the ability for people to take crypto and instantly convert it to cash as a business so that any business can take it. We have the channels, we have the blockchain, which we're going to get more details of soon. And then a few different things to talk about why they changed their name. So let's keep chewing through this. Now we'll go over to the exchange page. And here we go. We have the swap dead center now. I love this cool graphic. It's a very neat way to do it. And we can actually go through and click that afterwards to take a look. The swap is not up at the time of recording this video, but it is coming within the next week or so. So very exciting there. One-stop trading market, boom, and there's just some email update slots there. So this is really cool. Let's go over to acquiring. Boom, I love this. So applying for integration, that's right down at the bottom. And this is for a company that wants to be able to take crypto, or maybe doesn't necessarily know how they can take cryptocurrency for their business, but Exscudo is going to be able to manage that for them now as Nymera with the new brand. Now, of course, anything that you see here that does say Exscudo, the team has said that they will slowly, as people get used to the change, they will slowly move over all the branding of Nymera, and that will totally replace Exscudo within the near future. So very cool there. And the blockchain, of course, it has this release page. We'll talk about that in a second. Also, we can go over to the About Us. Some really important things here. Over 100 employees across 3 offices in 2 countries. The goals of the company, making finance better. The main things that we talked about for the timeline here of how everything built up. Now, you'll notice, they don't actually say Exscudo too much in this, which I think is good. They're focused hard on the branding, and they're showing that where they were, where they're going, and where they are now. Now let's dive back over to, where were we here? Let's dive back over to channels. We didn't take a look at that. This is really nice, very clean. I mean, if I was a new user, I'd be pretty impressed with this too. And honestly, I use channels every day. I chat on it, I do everything. It's a great product. Let's go over to DeFi though. So now we've gone over to the old exchange page. It does still say Exscudo, but this will be changing soon. Now the swap itself, you can see these are blank. It's not ready to go yet, but you will be able to create your own pools and have a really interesting trading metric that doesn't use traditional pricing. So overall, I mean, wow, guys, this is something really, really special and really amazing. And I am loving the new look and the feel of the product. And just, there's not just that too, the energy of the team themselves. You can feel that change is happening, and that's pretty amazing. Wow, very exciting stuff there, and I cannot wait for the rebranding to spread across the entire ecosystem. Now, speaking of that, we cannot, even though this is a long episode this week, we had so much to go over, we do have to take a look at the exchange as it is right now and what's happening with EOM. But we'll start out with the health check. Right now, everything is good. We did have some downtime on the system on the 16th and the 19th for planned maintenance, and you guys will see in a second what that was all about. But otherwise, all gateways are open and healthy. Moving on to the main exchange itself. Volumes are very, very good, and you will see again, we've discovered now why the volumes are so good, and you're going to start to see that popping in as things go forward. But the main point that I want to show you guys here is to scroll down and go over and click on the exchange button. You'll see we've had that tab there for a while talking about multi-broker, but now when you click it, you can see there is a Binance logo there. And so you can click on that logo and you'll see right now there's just one trading pair, but you can see that the test of multi-broker with this one pair is functioning properly. You can now execute trades on this pair on Binance through your Exscudo account. And this is amazing. Now, tons more pairs are coming. This was just a test, but it's working well. And I'm really excited to say that the world that I considered of exchanges, like, you know, one exchange here, one exchange here, one exchange here, this is kind of dying off. And Exscudo is moving their way from even being an exchange to being a full service brokerage that can tap into everything. And that, guys, is massive. Now, one thing I do want to do is follow up on how all of this Nymera change is affecting the price of EON. Now, first things first, let's look at BTC EON. We can see it around 525 now, but for the average of the week, it's been around the 350,000 EON per BTC mark. Now, this is a big deal because BTC is reaching its all-time highs right now as we speak. Or if you're watching this on Wednesday, that could have corrected, who knows. But as of the time of recording this, BTC is reaching its all-time highs, and that would put the price this week of EON around the 8 to 12 cent mark versus BTC. Now, this is a really big deal, and all this positivity has come from the announcement of Nymera. The investors are very happy with this, as well as new and returning members. Now, this also continues on the USDT pair. If we look over there, we will see that EON right now is trading around 10 cents. The more important part here, though, is to look at the order book depth. We're only about $5,000 away from getting up into the 50, 60, 70 cent range and getting all the way up to that dollar mark that we've hoped for a while. And I can easily see EON under Nymera actually achieving this very, very quickly. Now, quickly looking at the global cryptocurrency markets, wow, things are strong. We have both BTC hitting all-time highs, about 15 to 17% up over the last 7 days, as well as Ethereum. But wow, look at XRP as well. The world of crypto is really being shown to have a massive amount of strength when there is a global financial problem happening. So basically, we have coronavirus, we have all that stuff happening, but the world markets are extremely unstable right now. And in previous times when this has happened, people have turned to silver and gold and other assets like real estate, but Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are now showing their major advantage. And I think that's why we're seeing major investment firms moving into the crypto space. So the Nymera team has also done something that is really unquestionably different from previous tactics under the project. They are giving us a deadline to release some information. Now, normally the team really is not keen to give a lot of timelines. You can see there has been a massive change within this project because in 4 days, you can see the counter behind me, they will be releasing the full details on the new blockchain. Now, we were considering this to be EON 2.0. For now, that's still the consideration, but this blockchain has massive implications for the project, and we will find out all of those details. It's gonna be Thursday night for me, but Friday for a lot of you in Europe, and we'll have all the details revealed then, so I cannot wait to follow up on those next week. Wow, guys, this has been really, really exciting. What an awesome week, and I cannot wait to see what's next going forward, especially with the new blockchain. Now, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It not only helps the channel grow and spread the Nymera name, I've modified all the tags. We've got everything pushing forward for this project, and we need your help to do that as well. But it also benefits you because that qualifies you to enter into the weekly $25 EON giveaway just by putting your EON address in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. For Nimera Talk, I'm Triple A.